Just a cruel way for the Celtics to begin their season. There was so much promise, so much excitement about the team generally and about Hayward's addition in particular. As a player, you know what this is like better than we do, just watching from the sidelines or on television. What goes through your mind when you see somebody suffer something so horrific?
Well, first and foremost is with the fallen. You know, you just feel for Gordon Hayward. You know how excited he was, how much excitement there was for Boston, that organization coming over. You know, it was a huge decision to leave the comfort of Utah. And then to see a guy go down like that, knowing that season's gone. First and foremost, you just want him to get healthy, you know, and try to support the guy, pray for him. It's tough. And it's not just tough for their team. It was tough for the Cavs. It was tough for the entire league because it really is a family. You know, it's a small community, those who play in the NBA. And even though you may compete against one another, you want to be able to compete. You don't want guys not being out there, not being able to play to their potential. So it's disheartening to have something like that happen, especially when we're coming off probably the most compelling and exciting offseason in the history of the league. When you think about all that's transpired this past offseason, and all of it really positive from the league standpoint, then to have that happen opening night, 5 minutes into the game, it's a downer, no doubt.
And for the C's, it really complicates this reset. I mean, they only kept 4 players from a team that reached the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Hayward was obviously a huge part of what they expected to do this year. And now you don't really know at this point if he's going to play or not this season.
Well, there's no question that there's some uncertainty surrounding his future, for this season, but really for that team. When you talk about what they did in the offseason, it was supposed to be Al Horford, Kyrie Irving, and Gordon Hayward as the front guys for this group. And you have to bring along a lot of young guys, Brown, Tatum, and some of those younger guys. You wanted to give them some time to draft off of those stars and get a chance to see how they would perform playing off these major guys. And, 5 minutes in is what really took the air out of the sails for a lot of people, I'm sure. It's just for it to happen so soon in this first game of the season. But I thought Boston showed me something the way they responded after the injury. That was the one takeaway for me, was that those Celtics showed that they're scrappier than you think they are. And they didn't let this derail them for the entire night. They came back, battled, and got a lead and had a chance to win that game.
Not just scrappy, but the young guys you referred to, Jaylen Brown, who had a career-high 25, and Jason Tatum, the rookie, kind of picked it up in the second half. Showed you a lot last night.
They did. And listen, that's going to be the one positive, if you could call it that. There's going to be a lot more opportunity for Brown and Tatum. And they're going to get to play their position a little bit more because right now, remember, they were starting small because they, with Tatum, with Brown, and with Hayward. Now with Hayward not being there, those two guys are going to get more opportunity. And secondly, I can't envision a scenario, not that I'm a doctor, but based on what we saw, I can't envision a scenario where Gordon Hayward would play this season. Not with what I just invested in. I don't know that I'd be willing to take that risk because remember now, he's going to be out for an extended period of time. Then he's not going to have basically the benefit of having had the training camp because that goes out the window. I just don't know if I want to put myself in a situation or put him in a situation because you're going to feel pressure to try to get back sooner and maybe rush that process. I think at this point, it's in my mind, I'm just assuming he's not coming back this year. I think as a team, as the players, they've got to approach it.
I think you have to assume that, right? And then if he does come back, that's great. Yeah. I thought of it both ways because it was the first day of the season. And because the season's moved up, even 6 months from now is the end of the regular season. Yeah. Maybe he could come back for the second round if he. I don't know. But it's hard to say.
The transition
also depends on
be so tough.
How clean the break is. If you're talking about tendon damage, anything like that, as opposed to just bones. Again, we're not doctors.
Yeah.
Can't really speculate. We haven't seen any X-rays.
But we could play one on TV if we want.
We could, yeah. You got to put on a white coat and the mask. The mask helps.
Not in the new millennium, man. You don't even need the white coat.
Most
doctors walk around with khakis. Yeah, they just do khakis now, man, and a cardigan.
Yeah, I feel like it's more convincing if you have the scrubs on. Even if you don't really need them, but you automatically.
Only if I'm doing surgery.
That screams doctor to me. Scrubs and a stethoscope, I'm thinking doctor.